My cat has feline infectious peritonitis. It doesn't have to be fatal if you get your cat the proper medicine into the vet in time. Um, the medicine that you need you can get from chewy.com. It's called GS441524. So if you can get this medicine in time, it's a 3-month treatment, but has an 85% success rate. Um, the rest of this video really doesn't have much more to do with this other than it's my story and all the emotional baggage associated with it that I'm trying to unload. So I took my cat to the vet a week ago, Monday. It's Monday the 17th as of today. She hadn't eaten in 4 days, and I was getting really worried. So I took her in, and the vet said that she had FIB, and that it's common in a cat that's not that old, but 8 years old. That's about when it starts. And she's showing the symptoms, and it's fatal. So he gave the cat some antibiotics and said, hopefully it's something else, and it's a misdiagnosis. If nothing changes, come back in 5 days. And the doctor even said that the ladies will know, the secretaries will know what to give her. It's another course of antibiotics, and he told her, and she was writing things down, give a course of whatever. So we come back Friday, but I felt like I wanted to look it up, see on the internet, right? Because I'm always on the internet and I'm always looking up everything and trying to find out. But here's where the catch is. In 1997, my father was dying of a brain cancer that was incurable. And I found some clinical trials that were in the area, and they said you have to call immediately, get your doctor to authorize the transfer, and time is of the essence. And so I went to the doctor, the neurologist, and I said, there's a clinical trial, and I'd like to try and see if we could save my father. And he said, at his age, in his 70s, if it were my wife, honestly, I wouldn't go through and spend the last few hours that you have with your loved one trying to hospital and hoping for a cure. That's really, he's just going to be a guinea pig. And I thought in the back of my mind, well, maybe if it could help someone else, and why be selfish? But then I thought, yeah, being just, with all these doctors and being plugged in a million different ways, I didn't think that was a proper ending. So I thought, no clinical trial. And so my father passed away. It's may or may not be cured since then. I don't know. But in the back of my mind, I thought that that's what my cat was going to get, was, some kind of weird kind of treatment that probably won't help, but, give me hope. And so I didn't want to go through all that for nothing. And maybe it'd be really expensive too, was another thought, that blow all my money for something that just really has no chance, right? I mean, the doctor told me outright it was fatal, and I trust my vet. So on Friday, I bring her back in, and we get the young vet, and he says, well, let's try a blood sample first and see if we can cancel anything out. He got the blood back and said it has high protein. But I'm surprised there's no lipidosis, so the liver is doing okay. Usually after 4 days of not eating, there's usually not much hope because the liver gives out. And there's no sign of that, so that's a plus. But the protein, that's an indication that it probably is the feline infectious peritonitis. So and it is fatal. And I did hear once of a cure, and it was $1,600, and I gave it to them, and I don't even know if it helped. But so yeah, um, if it were me, just spend the best time that you can, and then you'll know when it's time to bring her back, and then we'll take care of it. So I trusted him, and then went home, and then thought, if it's just $1,600, I mean, there's always hope if it's just a matter of money, the seed of doubt. So I looked it up, and lo and behold, it actually is curable. It is, if you get the medicine in time. And so my thought was, wow, if I had looked this up on the first diagnosis, that maybe she'd have a much better chance of surviving instead of where she is now. Um, so another thought was, well, wow, this is a fairly common thing, and it's treatable in my vet that I trust. Didn't know about it. I mean, how common is that? I'm not so sure. So I called the other vet in town, which I absolutely trust implicitly for many reasons. One funny one is that the vet's wife was a congresswoman, and I was talking it over with my mother recently, and brought up the fact that when she saw her one time, she said, you're the only Republican I've ever voted for. Coming from my mom, that was so funny. Anyway, I trust my vet, and whoever answered the phone said, what? Hold on. And then he comes back on the phone, and he says, we had to look it up. Yeah, y'all bring them in. And I didn't think that they knew any much more about it, apparently, than the other vet that had, which, albeit was information from probably 2 years ago. So it was just outdated information. You can't really blame, I guess, local small vets from knowing. So, and then later on that day, it was all this happened on Friday. I When I looked it up and saw Chewy had it, they'd probably be the fastest to get it, and so I put in the vet that said it was $1,600. I imagine when they saw if it was that it was only 109 including shipping, that it's a very common treatment. So anyway, they called in the prescription, and the vet approved it. So hopefully now they know that there's a treatment that's not expensive. I mean, that's cheaper than the vet flea medicine. So it's price is not an issue for sure. So hopefully, if one person gets the message that you can get this medicine in time, then it'll be worth it. So thank you for watching up till now.